Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. As alerted yesterday, basically nothing changed in our analysis. Since yesterday, the pound dollar is still building this consolidation, basically symmetrical triangle here, and it's building exactly at this broken resistance at 1.2447. And from my perspective, this is also a good sign because we're building a value higher above the levels that we previously we couldn't actually build a value above. So we just need a market confirmation. So maybe we'll need maybe a couple of days of sideways or getting narrower, and then for potential, if we see potential breakout of 1.2, let's say 515, 520, there is a good chance for the higher prices towards the 1.2640 or 660, and even for potential test and going into this area of we didn't have lots of development, so this area of the minus development here in background. So positive structure, but the confirmation is something that we will need to the upside to confirm further upside continuation. So speaking of the gold, also nothing changed from my perspective. Gold is in a strong upside cycle, as we can see the position of the 50-day, 100-day, and all of those longer time frames moving averages. And we can also see from the previous 20-day period that market is building higher lows. Had some narrow days, couple of days, and yesterday got some reaction down, but overall that's just for me like intraday movement. From my perspective, the short-term swing term is to the upside and potential retest of 2046 or even 2070 or 2074, which are the key areas from the left that we have. So the major high from August 2020. So upside in the play, as long from my perspective, as long we can hold above 1970 mark. Speaking of the crude oil, there was a down break. So market basically found a resistance and found sellers just around that 200-day declining. And we were paying attention yesterday to see what will happen around this consolidation. And then we got a downside breakout and we basically hold this gap and went lower. So now this is in a like more a breakout mode, but the next levels we have really here, we have the mini cluster, the low 72, 65, and then all the way down to 69 or even a 65 zone. So this is like a downside breakout that started yesterday. We got a downtrend day. We might see some reaction based on this on the two-day down move, but so far I didn't see any bigger reaction to the upside or any bigger exhaustion to the downside. So overall, there is potential for the further downside continuation in the next period, short-term speaking. Speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, there was a big tail yesterday. So we spotted this breakout. So the breakout almost managed to hit the first objective, but it actually failed to reach. So it went almost at 30,000 mark. And the upside objective that we spotted at this point yesterday was around 30,000. So market didn't manage to go there. Now it's basically they're trading in this tail. But overall, that's not a good sign. We can also see that market rejected of the 20-day moving average. This is something that is showing that there is still sellers around and that market is having a hard time to push to bring more buyers in on the higher prices. So for now, this is for me just a consolidation. There was a very wide range of the bar yesterday, and so far this is for me just a consolidation day inside the previous range, but with one note that we have a big tail selling there from yesterday overall and rejection of this 20-day moving average. So that will be all for this update, guys. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and speak to you from tomorrow morning.